Hi, this is a video on how to make vegetarian lumpia. Lumpia are Philippine egg rolls. I don't really know how to differentiate them except there's no seven spice in it, so it doesn't have that strange flavor after freezing and frying. So just, the recipe will be in the description box. And then shortly after, I'll also have one with the ground beef. And I use the ground beef from Preps because the ground beef from Preps cooks very quickly. If not, if you want to make a substitution for fresh beef, you're free to use that. All right? Also know that you can substitute any vegetable or any filler. The most important part is that you let it dry completely before you actually roll them up into egg rolls. All right? You guys have fun. PM me if you have any questions or concerns. Today we're also making vegetarian lumpia. So that's 3 cloves of garlic, 1/2 of an onion, and then it's about half a cup of peas, 2 carrots, 2, 4, 6 potatoes, about half a can of corn, and a little over half a thing of green beans, and a smaller bag of the mung bean. So I'm going to prep all of that and also go to the burner. Alright, we're at the burner. So basically the lumpia is the same. So if it's, a beef lumpia and then you want to make a vegetable lumpia, you could just subtract the meat and that's vegetarian, and then you can add stuff. You can add sprouts, you can add cabbage, you can add whatever. I'm not going to add that. So just to review, the carrots are cut julienne, okay, and then in here there's also diced onions and minced garlic, and that's from the previous thing. Then you can see these are the potatoes. Those go in the beef one. And then I just cut the green onions like this, or if you want to spend more time and cut them julienne, that's fine. Alright, so first thing we're going to put in is, we're going to put in the carrot mix. Let me set this up. So I always put in the carrots with the onion and the garlic because that stuff takes a little longer. Okay? Then just a smidgen of oil, not too much. This is the vegetarian one. I'm going to cook the vegetarian one first. And then while this cooks and stuff, I'm going to rinse the sprouts. Okay? So you can see that's dancing. So this is on high, and we're going to cook this until the carrots are about half. So probably about 3 or 4 minutes. Okay, the carrots are about halfway, so I'm going to add the green beans and the onion. Because these are fresh, these take a little longer. Now I've pre-cooked my potatoes. If you guys don't want to pre-cook them, you can cook them into the mix. So now that this is in, we're going to add about, let's add about a teaspoon of salt. Okay? And then we'll add a teaspoon of white pepper. And then we'll also follow it up with a tablespoon of soy sauce. I always add the seasonings before the potatoes go in. So we're going to cook this for about 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, the green beans have some give now. Green beans take a while to cook. Okay, so sprouts also take a long way to cook, but once they brighten to the next color, or a brighter color than they were when you originally put them in, then you can put in the peas and the bean sprouts. So I would wash those twice because sometimes they taste earthy. So let's cook this for another 5 minutes on high. Alright, now you can see everything's flexible. The sprouts are halfway, so now we're going to add the potatoes. Now I'm really only making like 25 of these for my non-meat eating friends. Oops. Ah. Golly, we're not even drinking. Okay, so just mix that in really well. Cook this for about 2 minutes and then pull it off. Okay, I pulled this off. So this is good for about 25. So that's 1 package of wrappers. Now I still have this wok warm because I'm just gonna continue making the second batch with meat in it. I always just do the one without meat first so nobody accidentally eats meat or you don't get cross-contamination if somebody has allergies, okay? So we're gonna let this cool off while your wrappers are defrosting at room temperature, okay? Okay, we're gonna use rice flour. Oops, I had it already. Put about 1.5 tablespoons. And then you want to add about 1 cup of water and then microwave it 45 seconds at a time until it gets the consistency of paste. If you don't have this, then use an equal mix of cornstarch and flour. Okay, now we're at the fryer and these are all the rejects. So I'm going to put them in there. And these I just rolled fresh. But if you make them and freeze them, you want to fry them frozen, like French fries, so they stay crispy, okay? But we're going to test these out and make sure that they're alright. So just fry those until they're golden brown. Alright, we'll be right back. Okay, there you go. So this is what happens if it tears. See, it burns. My brothers used to call these tumors. But if there's a tear or whatever, it'll burn up the inside. But these ones are just right. So I always cook the ugly ones first. There's a little bit of hot mustard.